One of the things that differentiates us from other organizations is our process, because really it's not just about the solution itself, but also the path to get there. And the process that we follow is one that we've spent years working on and honing there based on what's worked and frankly what hasn't as well.
Well, our project management philosophy is an interesting hybrid. It's a mix of sort of two different things. On the one hand, we believe very strongly in a measure twice, cut once approach. On the other hand, all of our customers have very rapidly evolving business processes and we need to be adaptable to change. So we try to balance those two things.
Typically a project begins with something we call a foundation phase, which is really that planning and discovery phase of a project where we collaborate together to figure out exactly what it is that the system will need to do and exactly how it is it's going to do that.
We like to think of working with Soliant a little bit like working with an architect to design your own house. So that's really the time when we're going to try to get your ideas from a general idea that you had coming in into something that's a little bit more like a blueprint that we can build from. And so we'll take it from a concept that you might find on the back of a cocktail napkin all the way up to sort of finished mock-ups and proofs and screenshots of what your application is going to look like.
And so when there was a time for us to really kind of start thinking about making this traditional print book into an interactive and engaging online database, Soliant was an organization and a company that we sought out to help us realize that. When we first decided to go online with our media guide database, there was two major problems or hurdles we need to get past. One was cost. Secondly, it was really trying to get a hold of our data and actually really trying to figure out how do we really kind of make this data available on the web. A lot of the experiences for nonprofits is that oftentimes technology consultants provide them a budget, they're not prepared well enough in the planning process and oftentimes go overboard. The process that we've experienced with Artie and Mike and Steve and Doug and others was they understood that. We touch base every week by conference call to kind of look at budget, to look at timing. That's what created a lot of confidence for our executive board. They said, okay.
You know, as we grew as a company, there were some challenges that we faced over and over again in doing software projects. And we came up with some of our own solutions to those, but at the same time, we became aware that these were challenges that were faced across the software industry. And so we certainly went out and tried to adapt some of the best practices that are out there for how to do projects and how to make them successful. One of my favorite scenes in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie is a scene where the pirate captain says the pirate code isn't really a set of rules, it's more what you'd call guidelines. And that's really what we follow in terms of our project process. As much as possible, we try to break our projects up into chunks that can be delivered quickly. And that allows the customer to have their business priorities change and evolve without being locked into a rigid plan.
And that's what really helped us. It really helped our executive board really decide this is something that they're going to invest in. And they're already seeing the return on the investment on that just in the last two years that it's been up and live on the web.
To me, a project that's really successful is one that's helped the customer evolve. It's given them a capability that they didn't have before that they can now build on. It's something that's at least met their expectations, but hopefully exceeded it.
Really, when I think about what it is we're trying to accomplish here at Soliant, it's really several things. I want to do great work for our clients, and I want to make a place that people will be proud to work and they'll be proud of the work that they're doing for our clients.
Talk to the guys over at Soliant. Like, they took really good care of us and still do, so we're happy.